Hey there, Jessie from Through This Together, the site where you can look fabulous on a budget and in a hurry, and bonus points if you can do that using items in your own closet. But if they're not in your closet yet, no big deal. I have linked similar items, and for today's segment, everything is under $25, so you can hook yourself up for these fabulous outfits that you can wear anywhere. Today's hero item is this beautiful black midi skirt. This particular skirt I got for I think $16 on boohoo.com. It was part of a haul that I did, and I was always really curious to try a midi skirt, but always scared. I'm a fairly petite person. I'm 5'4" inches tall, and I have a long torso. So my legs look like little Smurf legs. They are tiny. So the midi length, which hits between the knee and the ankle, can be known to really shorten you, but I've seen so many outfits lately that I wanted to give it a try. So I invested, again, 16, 17 bucks, I think, boohoo.com. I find a lot of great pieces where I just want to try something out, but I'm not committed to investing a lot of money. And this was a huge win. The first outfit is what I'm calling summer soiree. It's something you could wear from day to night for a bridal shower, a baby shower, a happy hour, something that just looks really clean, sleek, and sophisticated, but also stylish. So again, here's our hero, this beautiful black midi skirt. It's got this elastic waist, so it really cinches me in at my natural waistline. So I thought I wanted to pair that with something equally as slimming. So I went with this black V-neck t-shirt bodysuit. This was also from Boohoo. Unfortunately, both of these are sold out for obvious reasons because they were a great bargain. But of course, I provided some links for you for something similar to this black bodysuit. Because it's a streamlined look, they're both fitted at least to the waist. It made me look so long and lean, I couldn't even stand it. I like the V-neck, it's not too low, but it's still something that looks cocktail attire-ish. And because it's monochromatic and black on black, which always looks great, it feels like a little bit of a dress or something elevated. And I thought they together were like magic. So let's talk about how I accessorize them. Because the black on black is fairly serious, I chose these multicolor floral watercolor block heels. I got these from Payless Shoes when they were going out of business. I just happened to be in the Target Plaza and I saw Payless going out of business. I was like, well, let's see if I can find some magic. And hello, I did. And I love these because I could wear them with so many different things. If you look at the pattern, there's hot pink, green, blue, yellow, light pink. So I really could go in any direction with a lot of different outfits. So I picked up on the hot pink. I wanted to go with something extremely bright and of course, like I mentioned, some things that I already had in my closet. I paired those shoes with this pink envelope clutch. It's got a couple of zippers for compartments, so I could fit easily my cell phone, my keys, and my lipstick, which, do you need much else? Not quite sure, but if you did, there would be some space in here. And I liked the structure because, again, it was so elegant. I wanted the hot pink to make it more fresh, spring, summer, just a pop. And I didn't want it to be too big or oversized because I didn't want to take away from how smart the look was entirely. And then the last item I put in my accessories were these super cute black, pink, blue, green multicolor earrings. And if you look at them, they play with the black perfectly. I would have liked something a little bit brighter to go with the shoes, but because they are far enough apart from your ears to your shoes, I didn't notice anything too crazy. I still would have felt comfortable wearing it in public. So hot pink, multicolor shoes. I love the pop with this sleek, classic silhouette. This second look, I really wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone. Usually you see a black midi skirt, it's really elegant, it's pleated, it's modest. So I was like, what could I really push myself on and try something different? So I wanted to see about a graphic tee. I'm like, okay, if I'm running errands, what do I wear most? Loose fitting t-shirt, something that's just easy. I pulled this graphic tee out of my closet. It was a gift from a friend, my favorite band growing up, Dashboard Confessional. She went to a concert of theirs, found this for me, and it's one of my go-tos because it is so soft. I actually love the fit. It's a ladies fit, so you can see it tapers in, the sleeves aren't overwhelming, and it's a nice stretchy jersey material. However, if you don't have one of these graphic tees in your closet, you could use a standard shaped t-shirt. As long as on the smaller side, you could roll your sleeves if you want to, but you could do the same thing relatively, as long as that waist cinch is intact. So So what I did is I actually tied it up so there was a sliver of skin showing. You don't have to do that, not a big deal. You can just tuck it in if you prefer instead. Now, I wasn't completely sold on just the t-shirt and the skirt together, so I added a graphic necklace, this kind of chain inspired, brought in the gray of the t-shirt, and it was just a little flirty, little feminine. It made it feel more like a style to me than just the t-shirt and the skirt. But honestly, if you're that kind of casual, you can go without the necklace and it still looks adorable. I accessorized this look with another zip clutch wallet, and it's multicolors, as you can see. As you can tell, I love a multicolor accessory because I just feel like it is incredibly versatile, because I could wear this with any of these color outfits. This one in particular worked great for this look because the screen printing on the t-shirt is yellow and the most bold color on this is yellow. It really tied it all together without looking too mismatched, but again, you can't go wrong with something structured. And when I'm running errands, I don't always want a big bulky bag. So this one tucks perfectly under my arm. It's very convenient. The last element to this look is what I would call my ride or die. These black slip-on shoes, I got them at H&M and I think they were like $16, $17, and they've been through it. They're clearly a little bit dirty, but I just don't mind because they're classics. I probably could do to invest in a new pair. These ones in particular have hiked Camelback Mountain in Arizona. I wouldn't say I would suggest it, but I also didn't know that I was going to be hiking, so I just had these in my suitcase and it worked. And look how clean they still are. I did take a magic eraser to them, but hello. And then the other crazy thing these shoes have done is they scaled the entire country of Italy. We went to Venice, Florence, and Rome with my dad and my sister, and these were my go-tos. Always comfortable, no matter where we were in any terrain. So if you do not have a pair of slip-on sneaks, I would highly recommend. H&M doesn't have these particular on the site right now, but I think they carry them all the time if you went to the store, if you're able to go to the store where you are. And the other reason, the last reason I chose these shoes in particular, other than they're my favorites, is they have a low line where it meets my foot or my ankle. Because the midi skirt hits so low, you don't want a higher shoe because it'll cut you in half even more. I think if you're going with like a bootie for a fall look, it might make more sense then, but for a summer, spring, out and about, running errands, casual look, these were perfect. The final look of this 3 ways to wear a black midi skirt was something for the office. Now, I wouldn't normally think to wear a midi skirt to the office just because it's so flowy. It's got that boho vibe, and you don't typically want that when you're in the office because you're trying to mean business, right? I mean, it's been a long time since I've been in a corporate office, but it makes sense to me. I started with this black and white graphic white flowy top. Now let's talk about this for a second, because you don't always want to match flowy with flowy, especially for the office. You want that structure. So I Steve Urkel'd this look. I tucked it way into my undies as far as I could get it so it could look as fitted on the waist. And then I relied on the elastic waist of the midi skirt to do the rest of the work. I didn't want it to balloon outward. I wanted it to seem as sleek as possible, which is where the blazer comes in handy. I got this top at New York & Company, by the way. It was on clearance forever ago, and this blazer from H&M. When I was building a lot of my corporate wardrobe, H&M was my go-to because, again, on the more petite side, I couldn't find a lot of blazers or suiting that didn't overwhelm my frame. H&M was a savior for that. So I love the pop of color with this, especially with the black. It feels very en français to me, but it's not overwhelming. And the other thing I did is I paired it with these gold dangle earrings. I wanted to stick with a neutral accessory. I did think for a split second about something that was red to go with the pop of the blazer, but it just felt like too costumey for the office. You could still do it if you work in a more artistic workplace and you're not out seeing clients that aren't expecting you to be rigid, then go for it. Why not have some fun? The accessories for this look, I went with a huge black tote bag. I got this one as a promo from Victoria's Secret back in the day, probably for buying a boatload of pink underwear, and it's served me well over the years. I love that it has these like micro suede side panels and this fringe, because fringe is super on trend, and I could fit my laptop, I could fit my notebooks, I could fit anything in this for a whole day of being client facing. It's really comfortable, it's not too oversized, and it's not too unstructured. You really could make it work for all your meetings from start to finish of your day. And then for shoes, really easy. I went with a black pump. I hope you have one of these in your closet. I like having a pointed toe, a peep toe, and a round toe just because for different varieties, for different seasons and occasions, but you can't go wrong. So there you have it, 3 ways to style a black midi skirt for the spring and the summer, but it's definitely a staple that I would highly encourage investing in because it's comfortable, it's lightweight, and it always looks fabulous.